We're looking at homework from section 4.1. This is question number 19. The histogram shows the reviewer ratings on a scale from 1 being the lowest to 5 being the highest of a recently published book. Find the mean, variance, and standard deviation of the probability distribution. And B, interpret the results. So, on our histogram, they list the probabilities for us. So we don't have to estimate. We can use those values for our probabilities. And our first goal is to find the mean. So we have our formula for the mean. The mean is equal to the sum of x times p of x, each value of the random variable times its probability. So we're going to take 1 times 0.022, 2 times 0.075, 3 times 0.218, 4 times 0.239, and 5 times 0.446. When we multiply each one of those together, we get 0.022, 0.150, 0.654, 0.956, and 2.230. Added together, that gives us 4.012, and it says do not round, so that is going to be our mean. For the variance, we have a formula that's similar to the formula for the mean. The variance is equal to the sum of each x squared times its probability minus the square of the mean. So we take each x and square it, multiply it times the probability, add those values up, and then subtract the square of the mean. So we're going to take 1 squared, which is 1, times 0.022, 2 squared, which is 4, times 0.075, 3 squared, which is 9, times 0.218, 4 squared, which is 16, times 0.239, 5 squared, which is 25, times 0.446. We'll add those all together, and then we'll subtract the square of the mean, which is 4.012 squared. When we do our multiplications, we get 0.022 plus 0.300 plus 1.962 plus 3.824 plus 11.150 minus the square of the mean, which is 16.096144, which is 17.258 minus 16.096144, which gives us a variance of 1.161856. That's the answer for the variance, rounded to 2 decimal places, is 1.16. To find the standard deviation, it's always the same. We always take the square root of the variance. So sigma is the square root of sigma squared. Now we don't use the rounded value. We always use the most accurate value possible. So we'll take the square root of 1.161856, which gives us 1.077894243, rounded to 2 decimal places, gives us 1.08. So now we can go ahead and interpret these results. From part A, the mean was 4.012, and the standard deviation was 1.08. So these are our answers. Notice it said select all that apply. The average rating for the book is approximately 4. That's correct. 4.012 is approximately 4. The standard deviation was 1.8, so the typical rating deviates from the mean by about 1. 1.08 is approximately equal to 1. So A and C are our correct answers here. And those are your answers.